Hello everyone and welcome to The Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. I'm Michael Voris. Please forgive the slight head cold. So a quick question with all the talk about the new evangelization. Exactly how is this going to work on the ground in the nitty-gritty detail? Short of actually standing on street corners and preaching on boxes or with a bullhorn, where does the official church actually come into contact with people as a normal routine? Where does the church meet the world really on the ground? It's a question very much worth asking. So let's examine it. Well, there are a number of areas where the encounter happens between the church and the world. The more usual ones are, in no particular order, when mixed marriage couples come into the priest for pre-wedding arrangements, for example, when children are enrolled in Catholic schools and they have that meeting with the principal the first time, at funerals or weddings, in university classrooms, at Mass when homilies are preached. These are many of the usual times when poorly catechized Catholics or non-Catholics encounter the official church. And let's be perfectly frank, these encounters, nearly all of them, most of the time, have been colossal failures as moments of evangelization. In fact, it is precisely because of these encounters that a new evangelization is even necessary at all. For half a century, the official arms of the church have failed spectacularly at evangelizing. So what about the unofficial methods? The laity, Joe Catholic, the average Catholic who meets the world and the world meets him at work or at barbecues or at dinner parties, etc. First, the average Catholic doesn't go to Mass, 75% or higher, in fact, depending on which country you're talking about. So if the world meets that Catholic and wants to learn about the faith from that Catholic, good luck. Odds are the average Catholic, far from defending the faith, will actually join with the world in degrading it. So that leaves 25% of Catholics or less who do go to Mass. What about them? Well, as is clear from much as what is very visible, even many of these Catholics know painfully little about the faith. Even many of them, if you believe poll after poll, don't believe in the real presence. They ignore the sacrament of confession, practice contraception/birth control, think women should be priests, and so on and so on. And this is from the Mass-going crowd, remember. So the question is, just who is going to be doing the new evangelization? Who is going to be out there in the world preaching, talking about, defending, and promoting the authentic faith? Who's going to be doing the work of this new evangelization? Looked at from this perspective, this means those who truly do understand and live the faith and believe every single aspect of it. These must be involved in this work, and more than that, more than involved, it falls to them by duty, by divine command, to go out and teach all nations. It would be improper to sit back and wait for the latest diocesan blue ribbon panel of the Subcommittee on Ecumenical Affairs under the Department of Social Justice and Interreligious Dialogue to develop a plan. You personally do not need a formally recognized plan to commit yourself to 1 hour of study a day, in addition to your devotional/prayer life, to 1 extra hour of studying the faith every day, and the Church's teachings, which are most likely to be objected to by people in your personal circles. Study these teachings, read the relevant encyclicals, read the catechism, read what the fathers and doctors of the Church have written and said, read and study what the saints have said. Make these part of your daily life and be prepared, as St. Peter told us, to always give a reason for your hope. We are in this jam right now, partially because this was not done and lived by faithful Catholics in the first place. Too much emphasis was given to the official arms of the Church and the staff, downtown, to do this, and they failed. Time for the faithful laity to get down to business and take the Pope seriously at what he is saying. God love you. I'm Michael Voris.